Happy Saturday, First Congregational friends. I hope you had a chance to enjoy the June-like weather this last week before we dip down into cooler and rainier times. This week, we have lots going on again, but before that, our Bible trivia question is, who is the most famous person in the Bible who is accused of being a glutton? Answer at the end of this video. And of course, this question feeds right into our series topic where we're studying the 7 deadly sins and 7 lively virtues from an interfaith perspective. This week, we're studying gluttony. And most people think that gluttony is about food. And while food definitely can enter into the equation, it's about much more than food. Studies show that if the rest of the world consumed at the level that the United States does, it would take 5 Earths to sustain it all. Clearly, we are consuming far more than just food at dangerous levels that are completely unsustainable and shrinking the story of our lives to be so small that we can't actually inhabit that story freely. So this weekend we'll be looking at gluttony, but also freedom, what frees us from this burden that shrinks our story. Now, after church, you won't want to miss the endowment committee. They have been preparing a presentation about why our church endowment is so valuable to our church life and what you can do to help it and why you might have interest in that. Our Easter offering is, as traditionally held, our special offering is for the endowment, which creates a lot of great good both in our congregation and beyond it. Then at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, our pre-release party for the Converging Paths videocast will be taking place on Zoom. You can find a link for that in this email and also on your Sunday morning email. And I look forward to just kind of revealing some of the great conversations that took place between a Zen Buddhist teacher, a Jewish rabbi, and myself on this topic of gluttony and what frees us from it. Finally, I want to mention that Holy Week is approaching. It's not this week, but the week after. We'll start with Palm Sunday and a wonderful Palm Sunday processional, and also some waving of palms in the public square, which if you don't know about already, you'll be finding out more about on Sunday, along with some fun T-shirts to help us with our public witness. Then we will also be holding Maundy, Thursday, and Good Friday services. Maundy, Thursday service will be a simple service in the chapel with Taizé and some reflections on the Last Supper. And then on Good Friday, we'll be holding that's at 7 p.m. And on Good Friday at 7 p.m., we'll hold a service in the sanctuary with our full choir and some special dramatic readings and presentations designed by members of our congregation. I'm really looking forward to that. Also, earlier on Friday, we will be holding the sanctuary open as well as the chapel. You can walk the labyrinth in the chapel or sit silently in the sanctuary between 10 and 2 p.m. on Good Friday. And then finally, on Easter Sunday, we'll be holding 2 special services. The first is our sunrise service, a tradition started last year, where we hold the sunrise service at the Masonic Cemetery at the top of the hill there. That will start at 7 a.m. And then they'll follow that with our 10 a.m. full Easter service with wonderful music and reflections and just really celebrate the resurrection of our Lord. By the way, after Easter, that's normally a low Sunday in churches, but we're going to make it a high Sunday. We're going to hold a special jazz service featuring Vicki Brabrams and some other musicians. And the service will be completely different than a normal service, but a lot of fun and also hopefully insightful as well. So as much as I'm looking forward to Easter, I'm also looking forward to the Sunday after on April 12th. Now, as to our Bible trivia question, the most famous person in the Bible accused of being a glutton he was also accused of being a drunkard. The very one who changed water into wine at the wedding of Cana and regularly feasted with sinners, prostitutes, and tax collectors, according to the New Testament. Yes, that glutton was Jesus. Well, hopefully you are as worthy of that charge as Jesus himself was, or unworthy of it, as the case may be. But regardless of your condition, and especially if you feel a bit gluttonous, well, this service is for you, and we look forward to seeing you on Sunday. And why not invite a friend?